Hello folks, welcome to the NSMQ review show. We are more than pleased to come your way with yet another exciting edition of the show. My name is Annoh and we are coming to you from Primetime Studios. Away from the regionals, reviewing of the regional competitions, we are going up close and personal with individuals who made themselves proud as well as their alma mater. I'm talking about 2018 finalists of the National Science and Maths Quiz. We'll get them engaged and find out how life has been with them after they made themselves as well as their alma mater proud. But before we get close to them, let's take excerpt of the finals.
My pure form, isolated in 1925, has been found to be resistant to the corrosive environment inside atomic reactors and also to acids with an... Yes, Fenny.
Zirconium.
You are right. My last digit is an exact square. Yes, Fenny.
149.
That's incorrect. Who rang next? Who rang next? Yeah, go ahead. Yes, Sahene.
Sir, please, madam, please, we have 147.
No. Well done.
Welcome back from that. I'm sure you were so excited to see these individuals make probably your school proud as well as themselves proud. I have the privilege to have an interaction with them after that particular competition. And in studio, I have Fenny Benjamin, and he is one of the finalists. In fact, they won the competition for St. Peter's. Welcome, Fenny.
Thank you very much.
Also in studio is Kwaku and Annoh Kissi. He's also one of the finalists and also won it for St. Peter's. Welcome, brother.
Thank you very much.
And finally is this individual from St. or West African Senior High School. I'm talking about Arkoh Sahene, the first runner-up for the 2018 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Gentlemen, once again, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
This is the first time we are meeting after you made yourself proud at the competition. So I think it would be in place to say Happy New Year to you. or probably say Happy New NSMQ season.
I think so. Yeah, that's better.
I hope you're all fine.
Oh yeah.
Let me start with you, Fenny. I mean, how has life been with you after you made yourself proud at the National Theatre?
Before NSMQ.
Absolutely.
Okay. It was my dream to win the National Science and Maths. That before going to St. Peter's and all that. So winning it at that stage and at that level was an achievement. It was a dream come true. So you feel very proud of yourself. You feel very proud of what you've done. Your family also feels very proud for you. Like, they begin to actually give you that respect. Even though there's already the respect over there, but the respect actually increases in the sense that you've done something which they are going to be very proud of, and it's going to be written forever. Like, it's a landmark in the family. So you feel very good about yourself. Now, with life, I'll say, sometimes you just walk in and you just meet someone you don't know, and the person just calls your name and smiles at you. Like the fans, like the popularity, the paparazzi and all that. You get to meet different people, like you get to meet. We actually went to meet the president, which was a very great honor. So meeting the president alone shows that at least somebody's watching you.
Your efforts you put in place.
Yeah.
Do you feel same, Annoh?
Very well. I think that after the NSMQ, I have, gotten that kind of, recognition from my friends, from people, from my parents. I mean, I'm spending my dad's money more than I would if
I'm sure he knows that it's a good investment now. He knows you put it well.
And, you get to meet people. Like he said, we had the opportunity to meet the president, to talk to him. In school, you get to meet friends, who actually respect you because, of what you've achieved. You meet other contestants who were also in the quiz, and even the way they talk to you shows that, they actually recognize what you've done, because it's just one winner. Understand? So the fact that you're the winner, puts you at a certain position.
Absolutely.
It's a great experience.
Very well. I'll get back to you and find out what you are doing currently. But let me speak to Arkoh. Arkoh, I'm sure you would wish we set new questions for you between the two of you so that you redeem yourself after he beat you by 1 point. How was it like for you?
It was quite painful, but at least I felt quite fulfilled because looking at where we brought our school to that level, knowing that at least our school recognized what we did, the old students, our families, everybody at least gave us that recognition that we were able to put our school at that level. We're somehow happy with what we've done.
Absolutely. Yeah. I know some parents who really would want to bring their school to West African Senior High School primarily because you were able to make it to the finals. You could have won the competition, except that luck wasn't on your side. But now, what are you doing? What are you doing as now that you are done with senior high school? What are you doing now?
So right now, I'm continuing with my education. So I'm at the University of Ghana studying biomedical engineering. Yes. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But was it something you had dreamt of doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I dreamt of doing it.
Okay. Well, what about you? Where are you now?
I'm also in his school. I'm in University of Ghana as
okay.
well. Yeah, I'm a medical student.
Okay.
Yeah, currently.
You're also a medical student?
I'm a
Fenny?
medical student, but not in University of Ghana.
Oh, okay. Where?
Accra College of Medicine.
Oh, they are one of our
sponsors,
sponsors during the
yes,
2018 edition.
Yes, please.
So how did you get to be enrolled in Accra College of Medicine?
I applied. I filled the admission form. Then I had to go for the interview, and like the whole process, writing exams, then interview, and I think by God's grace, I was selected.
You were able to make
Yeah.
it through. So let me come back to you, Kwaku. Would you have, or would you say that the impact of the National Science and Maths quiz has shaped your life in a way?
Yes, very much. I mean, I have learnt, I've imbibed certain values that I wouldn't have imbibed if I hadn't, won the competition. I've learned to...
Is he only winning the competition?
Yeah, winning it, if I had just gone through, and not won it,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have the same, confidence level and all of
Absolutely.
that as I have right now because I've won the competition. I wouldn't get to meet the same people. I wouldn't get to meet the president and all of those experiences, And I think that another thing that it has done for me is that it has made me very sort of important, in my class.
Okay.
And so that has also affected my study life because you know that
So
when you're in
recognition,
school,
they give you that recognition.
yeah, and you have to also protect the brand, so you have to always be on your toes, you have to study because you know that there are people out there watching you, watching every move you make.
Absolutely.
You understand? So it keeps you on your toes in a certain
Absolutely.
yeah.
I know it's also more or less make you a disciplined person because you'd have to sit down to your books, bend the midnight candle, trying to make sure that you live up to expectations or you get the excellent grades. Aside that, what do you think the competition has added to your life?
Okay, the competition has added some sort of sense of discipline, as you said. And apart from that, the whole competition is sort of like a battle. And life is also a battle.
Absolutely.
So there's this lesson of patience. When we are on stage, there's a lot of things that goes on. The high times, the low times. So one of the values that I'll say I've learned is patience and consistency. Just staying focused and making sure that you are on the right path and going for what you want.
Absolutely. Again, Fenny, what about you? Do you think the competition...
Invariably, it's just as for what they say, but to add to what they've said, is I see the competition helped me develop this art of teamwork.
Okay.
You understand? It's like everything is done by everybody. It's not just done by a single person.
Yes.
So everybody in life is meant to do something, not everything. So in order to make sure everything is done together as a whole, everybody needs to do what he or she is supposed to do. So invariably, you know that you are there to do something and your partner is also there to do something. So you are just going to work together so that you make sure you do everything together. So over there, you know that on stage, it is the two of you representing the image of your school, the old boys, like everybody routing for St. Peter. That's
as well.
Yeah, you understand. You're representing the image of NSMQ too. So it's just about being coordinating with each other, learning how to work with each other. It's all about teamwork, because life, everybody needs somebody. You can't actually do everything on your own. You need somebody to be able to send you somewhere, to be able to get your destination.
Absolutely.
So one thing is about working as a team, and also how to be able to withstand pressure, because the pressure is coming from your old boys, your supporters. Like everybody wants you to improve, like impress them.
Yeah.
So being able to withstand the pressure and staying focused and being able to compose yourself on stage.
And in fact, with just the cameras,
yes,
alone
the cameras
you,
alone. Yeah. And before social media, like everybody's following you, it's a whole lot. So it actually helps you to develop these values, as Kissi said. And I think that's it.
Yeah, one thing that I vividly recall during the 2018 edition of the competition was the messages you more or less give at the very beginning of your show. Was it to frighten your people, your opponents, or is just to motivate yourself that you are in to win?
Before the contest, like, you're already nervous. Like, you don't know the questions you are going to answer. You don't know whether they are going to be difficult or they are going to be easy. You see, the questions are either easy or difficult. It's either you've heard the question before, if you've not heard it at all. And it's either you have a way of going to answer it, or you don't know, you have no idea about the question. So it's a way to motivate you to put your mind to task that, like, I'm here to win. Like, I'm here to stay focused throughout the whole competition, like, to win the contest.
Yeah. So let me ask you again. Do you side with your colleague as to the messages that you give at the beginning of the competition? Was it to relax you or to intimidate your opponent?
Well, I think that the pressure is equal for everybody on stage.
Okay.
Understand? So the same pressure you are feeling is the same pressure everybody is feeling. Understand? So you will not even have that mind to intimidate somebody, even on the stage, because you are thinking about yourself. You know, how can I get myself together? How can I relax and all of that? So, I mean, there are some people who are so relaxed that they can try to intimidate others. But I mean, that's not the whole point.
Even in your relaxation, it can be more or less like an intimidation of some people.
Yeah.
It's just like in boxing, you see people psyching themselves, making sure that their opponents their opponents feel threatened by their moves. But Arkoh, I guess it's more or less of an intimidation than, isn't it?
No.
Oh, okay.
You are very wrong. It's the reason why we select certain messages is just to remind us of the sole focus for which we are on stage, just to keep on reminding us that we are there to win. So yeah, we take those messages just to psych us up.
Okay.
Yes, even before the contest starts, so that we remain focused on the main aim. Yeah.
Okay. So how has the acceptance from, let's say, family members, friends, as well as ordinary Ghanaians been like for you since you made an appearance on the competition last year?
The acceptance is very overwhelming. Neighbors, family, everywhere. Even people you don't know, strangers, drivers. Yes, the acceptance every corner. I had one encounter with a driver in a bus, and I happened to be at the front seat, and I don't know what was able to recognize me.
Really?
Yes. Yes, and fortunately for me, I didn't have to pay a fare.
Wow!
For the journey.
I wish you would want all drivers in Ghana to know you. I mean, so that you get that treatment, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
I'm sure people even bring their homeworks to you for you to teach them. And won't be times you make them get one wrong. but I know definitely it wouldn't happen. Has the acceptance been same for you as well?
It's similar. Yeah, you know, you can be. I mean, I'm just in school. I'm on my way to class, and then someone just comes to me. I mean, I've not met the person anywhere before, and he's like, "Hello, I know you. Are you the NSMQ guy?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah. Please, where do I know you from?" He's like, "Oh, we were just watching, you know, and we saw you, and then we just want to say hello." It happens most of the time. I mean, a lot of times where you have people just saying hello, just because they've seen you before, and it encourages you because you know that, you know, people are watching as well every move you're making.
I hope the reaction is it's not different from what they have said.
Yeah.
But how well have you managed this fame, I should say?
Well, I would say to the best of my capabilities, I've done it to the best of my capabilities in a sense that at least once you approach me, I give you that ear to listen to what you have to say. I don't really shun you or anything, because why will you even shun someone? It's the fame, like, it's the popularity. So at least everybody wants to be famous. It's a need of every human being. Everybody wants people to realize what he or she has done. So in a sense, once you approach me telling me, "Oh yeah, you watch me, am I this guy?" and I'm like, "Oh yeah," then from there, yes, keep talking. And
Right. Viewers, we are having an interaction, or we are up close and personal with individuals who made themselves as well as their alma mater proud last year. I'm talking about the finalists for the 2018 edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz. Very soon we'll be wrapping up, but not after we get a message or two from these individuals to, let's say, individuals or participants for this year's edition. Arkoh, before we run out from the studio, what would be your final message to the participants of this year's National Science and Maths Quiz?
So, to my message, I'll say that the contestants have to work hard so that they make their school proud, their family, and themselves proud, knowing that the reward at the end is very fulfilling. Yes, at least you do something for yourself to make yourself and everybody around you happy. That feeling alone is worth working for.
Okay. Was going to the finals this year?
I'll keep it to myself. Let's wait.
Kissi, what about you? What would be your message to the fans or followers of the National Science and Maths Quiz, especially the participants of this year's contest?
Okay, I would like to let them understand that the NSMQ is a fair competition. So everybody has equal chances of winning the competition. I want my school to win next year, for sure. I mean this year, right? But the truth is that there should be that equal ground for everybody to, you know, have a fair chance of taking the trophy. So even though, you know, there are some schools that are branded as
the creme de la
finalist
creme,
schools, I think that we should have there should come a time where that barrier is broken down, where everybody has equal chances. So I would like to encourage mostly students who are not in these schools, yes, to work hard to, you know, try to meet the standards of these schools to, you know, bridge the gap and actually move forward, because the per school at this school, we are tired. We are tired
of the film.
Yes.
Fenny, I know you last year came all the way from the preliminaries, went through 1/8, the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and to the finals, and in fact you won the trophy. I want you to speak to those particular students or participants coming from the regionals to the national. What message would you give to them so that they would also have that kind of sense of responsibility that yes, we can also win the competition?
Okay. What I would like to say to start with is that they shouldn't be intimidated by anybody.
Absolutely.
And they should set a goal for themselves. Because if you have a goal, you tend to be focused. You understand? And over there, be determined to achieve that goal. You set a goal, you achieve it, you break it and set another one. You understand? So once you set the goal for yourself, I want to reach this level of the competition. You work hard you have to be very determined to achieve it. Work very hard. The necessary things you are supposed to do to be able to achieve it. That's what should be in your mind. That's supposed to be your mentality.
Yeah.
Everything to make you win. You have the winning mentality. That's what everybody wants. Like, Now everybody wants to win, so everybody has this winning mentality before coming to the stage. But the thing is, before coming to the stage, you are going to meet this school, maybe like the so-called big schools or something. You are afraid you are going to lose or something. But the thing is, you shouldn't be intimidated at all. Just be focused as to what you are going to do. Work very hard, be determined, and by the grace of God, believe in God, because you don't know what will happen tomorrow. God is the Alpha and the Omega.
Absolutely.
You understand? He's the beginning and the end. So just believe in God and know that by God's grace, you'll be able to get somewhere.
Absolutely. I'm grateful, gentlemen, for coming. Viewers, this is where we wrap up on today's edition of the National Science and Maths Quiz. We have been interacting with 2018 finalists of NSMQ. Thanks for watching.